This episode of 4 DMs and a Noob is rated D&D 17 and contains elements of distracted sorcery, creepy crawlies, and slime Tyson. Have a snappy day.
Welcome to 4 DMs and a Noob. I am your noob, Josh W. And we are on Season 2, Episode 1, a.k.a. Episode 27 overall. But we did it. Done with one season. On to the next. And new main villain has approached. Well, we don't know that for sure yet, but we know that in the meta. Anyways, let's go around and just talk about it. Whoever wants to go.
Hi, I'm Chase Esmiel. I play Basil of the Rue. Just looking into Season 2, it's crazy to think that one little story plot idea has transformed into what it is. So, guys, I really hope y'all have enjoyed the transition from one DM to the next and just how the story derailed itself and kind of filled back into what it's become. I've really enjoyed just being a DM on this and also just being a character play. It's been really, really fun.
As the current DM and also player, it's been interesting to both run a game and also try to play in it at the same time as a not NPC and remember, oh yeah, I have another character that I need to do things that I have to roll for. But it's been a lot of fun to see what 4 different brains will do with a single story and how it's, all right, I shook up the snow globe, your turn. And go, okay, I guess let's see where the pieces fall, and my turn to shake it up. It's been very interesting, and it's been very, very fun.
I am Dan, and I play Angwin Reparis with 5 L's. Nice to meet you. Yeah, it's been super cool to be able to, like Zach said, be able to basically play your part, plan whatever you're going to do in your little story arc, and then let your brain relax for a while so that you can enjoy. Because I'm sure everybody's been able to hear by now, like, when the DMs are, especially in combat, like that DM's player character just kind of fades into the background a little bit because it's super hard to do both.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So having a 3 off, 1 on it makes those couple of sessions where your player is not really doing all that much a lot easier to bear, and it's a lot of fun being able to see everybody else's different visions totally go wayside of what you expected it to do. So like being able to be a DM and still have no idea what the fuck's gonna happen in the next episode,
or the changes or additions to story plots that add or subtract sometimes.
Plus, I have a pet owlbear, so I don't give a fuck what happens. I'm happy.
So I'm Ryan Butler. I play Solon. As this experience has gone on, I could probably say that I probably had the hardest time with this arrangement because I'm as a DM, I'm kind of the one that I create an entire world myself and know how everything's going to work in that world myself, so I can respond to everything in the exact way that I know the world will respond. So having this where it's like constantly changing DMs really makes me have to flex my DMing muscles a bit and kind of delve into some of my friends' different DM styles. So I actually end up learning some different style facets from these guys, and it helps me out. But yeah, it's been fun, and I'm excited to DM next time.
How's it been for a noob?
It's been good. I mean, just getting each and every one, obviously with the rotating DMs, getting a new experience every time has been fun to witness. You never know what you're gonna get, and then like you said, you think you have a character figured out, and all of a sudden they have dementia, and so just getting all that as well. So it's been really fun getting through that, and excited to see where Season 2 takes us.
We have absolutely fucked you for any like official rules as written Adventures League type play that you get into.
Yeah.
Because they are not going to be happy with the kind of shit you try to pull because of how we all play.
Yeah.
So homebrew.
You mean for fun?
Yeah. a lot of homebrew.
Yeah.
A lot of Patrick Rothfuss bullshit is how I've heard it referred to in the past.
Name drop.
It's in the DM's guide for referencing, so we can reference it here.
If you want to go on the show, Patrick Rothfuss, please
Come on.
I mean, what doesn't one of the most popular DMs today on Critical Role say?
a copy of
If
your
it's fun for the players, do it.
Oh yeah,
So there you go.
2 name drops. Hey, if you want to come on too, come on.
I believe in the
Matt,
Mercer effect.
anytime. Yeah, anytime you want to come on, Matt.
I love you, Matt.
And Pat, if you do come by, it's 2024. It'd be great if you finished that book and brought it with you.
Dang, dude.
And now he will never.
Throwing shade. All right, so let's get this started. Last we left off, so we were taken to our friendly neighborhood Underdark Central Market. The 5 of us haven't been there for very long when you realize there is not a money system in this particular city, in Reshov. Which, by the way, side note, I'm going to continue to say because I realize now that might actually be REE Reshov. No, that sounds weird.
Hey, you pulled a chase.
So you realize pretty quickly this is straight up a barter system. I will give you something in return for something, but it's useful for useful. Don't get any ideas.
But we're new in town.
Yeah, but we're new. So I'm a useful item now.
I mean, we could trade you for something.
Dang.
You do look delicious. Ask Alistair.
Fair.
But if y'all have looked around, this is just a group of very similar looking people. This is a group of people that for centuries you'd look at them. They are, if they're not related, you'd be amazed. They're all very, very similar facial features and everything.
I look towards the group and I'm like, hey, just an idea. The guy said that they were enslaved by mind flayers for centuries. There might be a potential possibility, the runes that are used, there might be some connection, with the mind flayers or just the ancient languages in general. There might be something down here that's not up there. Maybe we can go looking for a linguistics or someone that might know what this is. Get some information on, the 3 maps that Janu has and the one that I have. They're at least try and get something useful done here before we go back to the Mydikins and, find the portal back to Eldoria.
For once, we are not on a time crunch.
What do you think, Janu? I know you kind of are on the time crunch.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
That works for me.
Let's find something useful here.
Let's explore.
So y'all start going through, and it's similar to most of the city markets that you've ever been to, but it's a very open style market. Their wares are laid out, and you see they've got kind of a random assortment of things. You can see for some of the party, foodstuffs. For the rest of the party, those are just like body parts. Meat is grilling. It's a big open air market. This is a bazaar, for lack of a better term. So if there's anything that we were going to need, it might be here. As we are making our way through, you hear it's a very low tone but very, very loud horn blast in the distance. In the direction that we had come from.
Excuse me.
Going, but the gate that they had pointed out was the Mycadid, home base, where the direction they said where the underroute was going through, and you can hear shouts and people starting to raise the alarm. You can't hear specifically what they're talking about, but you see you see almost a light off in the distance near one of the cave entrances, and it looks like fire. So I think Norm would turn to look and say, "We might want to go see what's happening."
Let's go. Maybe it's a barbecue.
Okay, so Norm starts moving that direction, and we get towards the we all get towards that center wall, and you see spears ready, men lined up behind the gate. You hear you don't hear voices shouting from against the wall. You just hear stomping of footsteps and shadows dancing across the outside wall in this cave. Without any warning, you see this massive spider blip into existence right in the middle of the soldiers that are arming this gate. Give me an animal handling. Actually, give me a nature check.
$19 for me.
15.
12.
5.
Okay. Solon, you are the only one that recognizes what this is. The rest of you just see this massive blue and white spider. Solon, you recognize this. This is a phase spider.
What is that doing here?
When it pops into existence, there's no reaction anybody can take. It jumps on the nearest person and immediately kills him. Doesn't start devouring him, kills him, and then starts attacking the next one. This thing has gone absolutely berserk, and it is attacking everything that it can. Same nature check. You see, it looks like it has mushrooms and mold spores growing out of its head and its joints. This thing has no plan of attack. It's just killing the next moving thing next to it.
So I just yell out wild giant spider, get ready.
You see some of the soldiers turn towards the spider and start poking spears at it. And one of the gentlemen at the top goes, "Yeah, we know. There's 3 more and a bunch of those mushroom bastards outside."
Yeah, I fly up.
In the meantime, the 4 of us that are still on the ground, it turns towards us. Do me a favor, everybody roll for initiative.
Yeah. Sweet.
I'll be going last.
Did you roll a 1?
Yes.
Hell yeah! Get those
Not
out of
the
the
fighter.
way early. Are those double 19s?
Me and Alistair both got 19. Gwen and Alistair are fucking in it.
Legit, you're in sync.
sync. They spent the downtime between seasons just taking walks in the park, having fun,
Wait.
having daddy-daughter dates.
Was it 19 on your die, or is it 19 with all your modifiers?
19 on the die.
Okay, good. Because then I would have to fight y'all for initiative.
So, Alistair Gwen's been teaching Alistair that he's daddy, and all of you are uncles.
That's adorable.
So anyone who Alistair's learning daddy and uncle as good names. Anybody else is probably gonna be fair game.
Just kill everyone else.
Starts eating all the.
You gotta work on adding friend to it eventually, but
It tastes like marshmallow.
It's been a day.
yeah.
It's day 1. I got a 23.
He's very smart. He has an intelligence of 3. Oh, you got 23?
Total.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I got 19,
Unless you're
20,
initiative.
22.
So the spider rolled a 19.
Okay.
In total?
Yeah.
Tie with me.
You are going to be separate because you've exited the battlefield, Solon,
oh, okay.
for just a moment. I'll add you back in, but you've got to spend your movement getting back into it, and I will add you in afterwards.
Or am I out of range?
At the moment,
Okay.
you have to. It's 40 feet from the ground to the top of the wall to where you can see over it to actually see what they're talking about.
Oh, okay.
we'll deal with you first. You peek over the wall and you see 3 massive walking mushrooms that are like they're dropping spores as they're walking towards the gates.
So D&D size, what are they?
These are. They're so 2 of them are going to be medium sized. One of them is a large creature.
Okay.
This thing looks like it is. It's not. They're not making noise. But this one obviously is looking around and like actively controlling the rest of what's going on. It has. You can see tiny spiders crawling all over this thing. In addition to that, you see 2 more of these phase spiders and 4 more mycetid sprouts. These are going to be small plant creatures. They are all making their way towards that front gate. Basil, you said you rolled a 23?
Yeah.
Okay, you are up first.
All right, how far away is the spider from me? Or is it
if I had to
just-
guess, y'all ran up on it and it's in that area, probably 15 feet away.
Okay, I'll walk to the kind of where the spider is, and I'm going to grab its leg and cast Withering Sight. You cause a creature that has eyes that you can see within range to age rapidly. The target must make a Constitution saving throw. If it fails, the creature has disadvantage on perception and attack rolls. And you need to make a saving throw of 16.
19.
Okay, it's unaffected. And as a bonus action, I will move back 15 feet with my rabbit hop where it can't attack me.
Okay. Let's forget Rabbit Hop didn't provoke attacks of opportunity. You
Without
springy bitch.
Yep.
So you rolled a 19.
Yeah, 19, no modifiers.
No modifiers. Then what was your? It was 19 on the die, but what?
Gwen has a 22. Alistair has a 20.
Okay. Then you 2 will go next. I'm gonna use, in the grand scheme of things, I think I'm gonna put you 2 as one. Like,
That works.
so if we really want to, we'll take the average of the 2 rolls, and that will be your initiative.
That'll work. That works.
So yeah, but you will still go before the spider does.
All right. So Gwen is gonna look at you guys and goes, you know, I'm just actually. So I've been playing Emboldening Bond wrong, but just for all of last season.
Cool.
So it's not your. For some reason, I was using my spellcasting, my wisdom modifier, but it's your proficiency bonus. So I can do it to 3 people, embolden 3 people. So I'm going to do Alistair, Norm, and Basil, because you'll probably be the closest together. You guys have got to be within 30 feet, and you're not. Or actually, Alistair, Norm, and Janu. And just friends. I'd like you to take my baby girl out for her first fight. Would you do that for me?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Oh, may El Death guide you all to murder. And then Alistair is going to charge the spider.
Okay. As
And what's the emboldening bond?
What's that?
What do we get for that?
Emboldening bond. You have magical bond for 10 minutes as long as you're within 30 feet of any of the other emboldened people. You have you roll a d4 and add it to an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw each time for 10 minutes, or once per turn for 10 minutes.
it's like it's a longer lasting version of
Bardic Inspiration.
Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah.
Which is dope. Okay. You said Alistair's gonna go attack the spider?
Yes, Alistair shall charge.
Okay. Roll to attack.
All right, so it's claws. He gets a claw attack and a beak attack, correct?
Yes.
All right.
I think it's one or the other. I don't think she gets multi-attack.
Okay. Yeah, she doesn't because it's she's still a baby girl.
Yes.
All right, so she's definitely gonna go beak. Actually, no, she's gonna rear up and slash with her claws, so she gets a 16 to hit.
That hits.
All right, and then I'm so proud of her. Oh, I rolled my dice, not hers. That's why I was terrible. All right, so 4 slashing damage.
Okay. Yeah, this thing like reels back, and it's like I said, it doesn't look like there's any thought. It's just acting on whatever outside stimulus it is, and it like wheels around and looks looks at the rest of the party and looks at Alistair.
It's standing up on its rear leg, pawing at it like a cat.
Okay, it's going to like reel back and try to bite Alistair. It's 18 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
Okay. She is also going to need to make a DC 11 con throw.
Oh yeah, 19.
Okay. So that I need. Where'd you go? Okay, she will be taking 9 bite damage, but she is not poisoned.
Okay. She's very hurt.
Okay. On that note, Solon, then I think John, and then I think it's Norm. No,
I'm very last.
Yeah, you know. Well,
I'm tied with the
sorry.
spider. I'm tied with the spider at initiative.
Okay. Then you go now.
Okay. So I can see both aspects of the wall, and I can see the.
Yes.
Does the spider look like it's hurt? Like the one they're fighting, does it look like it's hurting at all, or is it still like going at it full vigor?
Yeah. No. It definitely took some damage. It's not like it doesn't look like it's like bloody or by any means, but it's oozing.
How far away is the marching in?
They're probably still another 150, 200 feet away.
150 or 200 feet?
Make the difference. We'll call it 175.
Okay. So I will fly up 25 feet, and then I'll cast Fireball at the coming in group.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm gonna aim at the big one with all the spiders crawling on it, so the radius will branch around that center. Prepare with your stuff, guys.
I'm happy you finally get to cast combat spells while flying.
I know. I'm finally outside. I get to stretch my wings out. It's nice. It's fun. It's fun being outside underground.
He was like, damn it, they're putting me back in a cave. Oh, it's a cavern. I win.
Okay,
Now
so
you can hang from the ceiling like a bat.
so it's a 20 foot radius sphere, and everyone has to make a dexterity saving throw, and the DC is 16, and I roll 8d6, and it's either save take full or save take half.
You said your spell save was what again?
16.
Not a single one.
2 of them. 2 of them saved. With a 19 and a nat 20. The rest of them rolled less than a 10.
Are you kidding me? 8.
That was cocked.
It was a cock towards the 1 though. With gravity would have hit. And that's a 2 6. That'll be 22 damage.
22 damage?
22 fire damage. And for fun, even though I'm up in the air, I am now wreathed in flames.
Okay. So you just straight up murk all of the sprouts. They're like the fireball hits and they just like there's just nothing left of them. They have 7 hit points apiece. They're all 4 dead.
As the because there's like some time like while it's like flying towards. Can I like pull and light my cigar as like right before the explosion hits?
Fireball.
One of the embers from the body just comes, lays on it, and lights it.
The aftermath of which there are still one of the medium-sized myconids is still there. The large one is still there. It's wreathed in flames and it's not happy about it. The 2 phase spiders just blip back into existence while they're walking next to you. They phase shifted out of the way.
Oh, next to the big.
Those were the 2 that saved.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Like,
That makes sense.
oh no.
Cool. That's all I got. I guess I got 15 feet more movement. So I'll fly. Wait, I moved 25 feet. Yeah, I'll fly the 5 feet back towards the group to kind of get closer. I'm kind of just like did my thing, and I'm gonna try to help them out if they need more help next.
Because you are currently 40 feet off the ground.
Yeah, but I mean like fly.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's where you are in the air.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna fly towards that direction, still in the same height.
Okay. You have 30 feet
Sorry
of
for the
flying
third
speed,
dimension.
correct?
Yeah, it's the same as my walk.
Okay. Got it.
Just to get closer for next round.
So it is going to be Norm's turn, and he doesn't like the fact that the spider hit Baby Owlister. Because that's not
cool, man.
acceptable.
There's
Norm
one
also,
thing we don't stand for in this party, and it's animal cruelty.
it's Owlister carried
That's why
that
we're
egg.
Yeah.
Or Alistair. Norm carried Alistair. At least, part of the time. You carried him to term.
You midwife. Are you the surrogate?
No,
You're
y'all
the
are.
surrogate.
No, y'all are seahorses.
Yeah, that works.
Dad
He is
finished
going
the
to
job.
he is going to run up and start slapping the shit out of a spider.
Sorry, but you were an incubator.
Oh my goodness. That was foul.
So first attack, love monk level 5 is super cool because I get 2 attacks per attack action, and it's super cool. Both of those hit. Oh, that's not what I wanted.
Whoop that spider.
The first attack is 19 damage. Then you originally done 7
Yes.
slashing damage. So 19.
4.
4 slashing. That's right. It's 4 slashing damage. Okay. Then he's going to use flurry of blows to do it again. 19. And that 20. And do another one of those. 7
Comes out swinging
damage.
like Slime Tyson.
Slime dice. So in addition to unarmed strike at level 5 becomes 1d6 plus 5. Yeah. I think Norm runs up and is just like, "Oh no, you didn't!" and walks up and just starts punching holes through a spider. It falls over dead, and you see it as it falls to the ground. It's still twitching and moving a little bit. The fungus that's attached to this thing, like, rapidly overgrows it, and like grows over the whole thing, grows up, and then withers and dies, like immediately. It's dead vegetation at that point.
Yeah.
Janu, it is your turn Solon, did you tell anybody what was over the top of the gate?
No, because I had just gotten up there, and then it was my turn to attack them, so I haven't really gone back and said anything yet.
Okay, so we are still in initiative. You know what's up there. The rest of them, the guys on the top of the tower, are like, fuck, if you want to fight like that, we'll open up the gate and let you go. Jesus.
Who?
He's this weird Fey guy.
I haven't heard of him.
We'll tell you about him later.
Yeah,
He saved us. So they,
He knows water walk.
they're holding the gate like. Do y'all want to go like you before they get here?
That's something we can take care of.
They look down like, all right, fucking open it up,
This is for a trade.
gladly.
Nothing's for free.
They open up the gate and
We're not heroes.
This group they've gotten a bit closer. They are now at that point. They're
175 now too.
by the time they get the gate open, the Myconids are not very fast. They only have like 20 feet of movement speed. They're right at about 80 feet. The spiders are still kind of hanging out with them, but they're usually these things aren't like aiming to attack. You see, they're right up close to this main Myconid, and you see this thing is the spiders that it's covered in are tiny versions of those same spiders, and they are getting bigger actively as you are looking at them.
Okay.
Cure wounds real quick on Alistair while we're doing.
Do I see? Can I tell that if that is a like the matron, Mycodon, the queen, or
It is not.
okay, all right.
This thing just looks like the bigger version of what
Okay.
the other one that's standing next to it.
So it doesn't. It's not the sovereign. All right. Do we? It's your turn.
I mean, how far away are they?
80 feet.
Yeah, they're about 80 feet away from the main gate.
Hold an action until they get there.
You could do that, or you can dash in there and meet him halfway.
No. Or just walk halfway. He's 30 feet of movement.
Or use my longbow?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You have a bow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it.
He has
dude.
every weapon.
Do it.
Do it. Do it for my bed. For justice.
Well, how many enemies are there?
There are currently 4. The massive Myconid, the smaller Myconid, and the 2 phase spiders are still there.
So if I hold my action, how does that work?
So the idea of holding an action is you keep your place in like the overall initiative order, but you can choose to have a trigger for at least the way that I've always done it is if they do something, then I use my action as kind of a reaction. You hold it until they get either close enough or
Would I still get the bonus the attack twice?
Yeah, because you're holding action, but you will be burning your reaction. So anything that you have that says like costs a reaction,
I mean, my only reaction is
opportunity attack.
opportunity.
Then yeah,
attack.
you'll be fine. So you'll just be burning that once per round reaction to do your action later. in
yeah.
combat.
So you don't move yourself in the initiative order. You just
But I can attack at any time with this one, right?
You have to say you have to tell the DM hey,
If
I'm
they
gonna
did-
hold my action if this happens.
Like
So,
if they get
if
within
they get within
range.
60
Yeah.
feet or if they
Well, for me it'd be 20 feet, right? Or how
oh,
close
with
to
with a longbow, it should be
No,
like,
no, for like
Under
a.
360.
that sword
a
attack that he
longbow
has
sword.
now.
Well, I don't know about that yet, though, right? As a character.
No, I don't think you've actually drawn down on anybody with it.
So how close would they have to be for me to attack regularly?
Regularly be like melee attack would be 5 feet.
I mean, if you don't know
With
about it, you're never gonna do it.
That's not true. I have a plan for this, I promise.
Yeah, I think I'll just hold my attack until they get within range where I can attack with my sword.
Okay.
Hey guys, we might be able to scare him away. I could cast animate skull on this mind flayer skull to bite at anything that just growl and chomp at anything that comes close, and then Janu can shoot it over there with an arrow like a warning. Apparently these things scare the shit out of anybody that comes near. Huh? I mean, I'm all about the fighting too. I just know sometimes we avoid.
You just throw the skull.
Well, so you can have it say something or bite at the nearest or the first thing to come near at it.
Okay.
So I feel like a mind flare skull trying to bite at something would be scary. Or we can just kill them all.
I mean,
You guys can't.
I did have a.
Y'all can.
I had an encounter with some of the Magicans. They are willing to talk. They did send me this way. I mean, they can give it a go for half a second, and if they don't go, we burn them. I'll yell really loud as they come up.
That's up to y'all. They are now at the 70-foot mark.
All right, Basil, real quick, yells, "Stop, or you'll all be extinguished."
Is it? You're talking to one of the two? Are you talking like the big one or the small
I'm
one?
talking to the big one.
The big one.
As loud as I yell it, "Stop, or you're gonna be extinguished. The flames from above will burn you all."
It looks up at you, and it like the eyes that you see are they're almost colorless. It kind of locks eyes with you, and what you hear isn't speech. It is the the most high pitched shrill, like it's not a scream. It is an absolute shriek. It is this crazy high pitched shrill noise.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, burn it to the ground. That's,
So I need to do 1 second.
RBQ.
and I will hold my action until they come closer, since he's holding this.
You right after you did
My speech.
your speech. This large one stops, and you see it raise up its hands and then throw its fists into the ground.
Okay.
This sends this massive boom through the rest of the cavern. It's gonna have the same effect as thunderclap. You hear it echoing, and one of these spiders that's been on there, you see one fall to the ground and start getting bigger, and there is a third face spider on the ground.
Okay. So what I want to do is, as soon as they get within 30 feet, I would like to do Thunder Wave. I want to go in and do Thunder Wave. Kind of jump into the middle, Thunder Wave, jump out.
Okay.
As soon as they get into range.
Yeah, so they pass the 60-foot mark.
Yeah, I'm just waiting.
And the three spiders that are currently on the ground run in. They get to the 30-foot mark. They rush into the thick of it.
Okay, well, I would like to use my boots of springing, and I would like to. That means I only have 2 jumps left, by the way, whatever that means. Still don't know. It says, while you wear these boots, your walking speed becomes 30 feet. It already is, unless your walking speed is higher and your speed isn't reduced. If you're encumbered by wearing these, you can now jump 3 times the normal distance. Okay. So I can jump 45 for a total movement. So I'm going to jump in the thick of it, cast Thunder, and jump out without provoking opportunity.
Okay. Roll it.
All right, so Thunder Wave. It is instantaneous. One action each creature. Constitution saving throw must be 16.
One saves.
1 saves. 14. They take 14 thunder damage, and the ones that did not save are now pushed 10 feet away from me in whatever respective direction you want. And on a succeed, they take half as much and aren't pushed.
Okay.
So 7 or 14.
All right, I think we were back up at the. No, say John, I think.
Yeah, he was holding his action. I was holding that action until they came, and that happened right after my
Are
round.
they in my attack range now?
They're at the 30-foot mark. So if you wanted to move up to them, you can.
Sure. I will attack the closest one.
Okay. So when you draw your sword again, you see this. It's that same like glowing light that you saw earlier that made the runes. That gold line has come back, and you see this like thin, like whitish light coming off of the very edge of the sword. Once you get within that 20-foot mark, you see it kind of start to pulsate slightly. Give me Arcana with advantage.
19 for both, so 20 for both.
Yeah, you got it. You see these runes. You kind of suddenly realize what this actually says, and these runes that are on there say far reach.
All right.
You realize this magic will allow you to reach farther than you had before. You can now attack with, you can use basically your melee attack as a magical ranged attack. So you roll just the same way as you would with your sword, but you can attack, and you can use that as an attack as one action to do a melee attack with that at range. So 20 feet is your total range for that.
Then let's do that.
Okay.
There we go.
Roll it.
It's going to be a 16.
That hits.
All right.
You make that slash at the closest of these three spiders, and it is this long half moon arc of energy flies forward, and you see that it doesn't slice through the spider, but it bashes it in the face, and it starts bleeding out of what is effectively its mouth. It's not looking good.
So I don't have to roll for damage on that one?
Roll me the damage, but that's you 100% hit it.
And I'm using the
Same, so everything.
well, no, I'm
same as
using
your-
Gwen's
And boulder.
D4, yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's an 8 plus where am I? Plus 6, so 14 plus 3, 17.
Jesus. Yeah. You smash this thing and it's bloody. Yes. It is still alive, but it is not looking good.
All right. Well, I'll use my other attack.
So, to clarify the mechanic of this, you've used that one distance attack. That you can only use the distance one once. You can close the rest of the distance and
Once.
do a regular melee attack,
Per
once
round?
per turn.
But,
Per turn.
okay, that's
Okay.
cool.
Yes. Then I'll do that.
Okay.
Another 16.
Yeah, that hits.
And I can't use Gwen's second time on the same attack, right?
Just once around.
Yeah, once per round.
This one will do 3 plus 6 is 9.
Yeah, that'll do it. How do you want to kill the spider?
Well, I'll just go ahead and just stab it in the face. Actually, no.
Stab it in its mouth
As I'm
hole.
running, it kind of reaches up to kind of raises up just slightly on its maybe its front legs, and so I kind of slide right down its belly.
Thorax.
You do that. I also need you to give me a dex roll.
Like a dex save.
Yeah.
That's a 6.
You do that, and it's awesome. But you spill spider all over you. It's not as cool as they thought it was gonna be. You stand up. You are covered in viscera, and that spider's super dead.
And does it do the same thing, mushrooms? And
Yes, in fact, the stuff that's on you does the same thing. It grows out real fast and then immediately.
Would
turns to
the
dust.
spider's guts be poisonous or anything?
Nope.
Then I just look at the spiders and I'll just kind of wipe it off my face and kind of just lick it.
It's Gwen's influence.
How does it taste?
Give me that. It's not poisonous, but give me a con save.
Everything's poisonous.
14.
Weirdly, it tastes like corn chips.
Liquid corn chips.
You suddenly realize why Gwen might like sentient beings.
I mean, we eat sentient beings,
Fair enough.
but I wanted to do it for intimidation. So,
Roll me intimidation, and then we're gonna go to
well, that's not going to be good.
Gwen,
6.
Gwen and Alistair.
So yeah, no.
So what are we looking at now as far as background?
You are
decisions?
looking. The current spiders that are on the field are they're doing very poorly, and there are 2 myconids left.
A big mycodon and a medium mycodon, right?
Myconid, but yes.
Mycodon, yes.
All right. So
Word much hard.
yeah, Gwen's gonna basically just slide straight up and pat Alistair in the back because everything I want to do is touch. I'm just gonna get right into combat and just be like, just pat him on the back, wipe a little blood off, and be like, get back in there, girl. You were doing. Daddy is so proud of you. Daddy is so proud. You get your dinner. You get your dinner. You go get him. You go get him. And I'm going to cast heroism. So, for the next minute, Alistair is immune to being frightened. Gains temporary hit points gains 5 temporary hit points at the beginning of each turn. And then I'm going to, just be proud. I'm gonna take a 5-foot step back, and then watch my baby girl do her thing, which is maul. She is going to. She'll bite at one of the spiders.
Do it.
Eight plus 5. 13. Plus D4.
Just meets it.
Oh, okay, well, keep that. So that's, I think they're both D4 plus 3. So that's 6 piercing damage.
Okay. That one, it's technically alive. It's not doing, it's very, very poor right now.
So Alistair put the spider's skull in its beak and just split it like straight down the middle. Because spiders can still live like that for a little bit.
Yeah, it's twitching.
So there's 4 eyes facing one way and 4 eyes facing the other way.
Solon, you're up.
Who's left?
There are still 4 enemies. One spider that looks like flavor text could kill it. A spider that's about, you would say, approximately half dead. And then the 2 myconids left.
The big one still up?
The big one is still up. He's doing okay. The smaller myconid looks charred.
All right, I'm gonna focus on the big one.
Okay.
And I'm gonna cast Scorching Ray on him. And so I have to make 3 attack rolls onto him. First one's a nat 1. Wow, okay. Is the right die? Yeah, that's the right die. Okay, so that's the second one is a 13 to hit, and the third one is another nat 1. Well, that's wonderful.
You shoot at it, and you just get this weird feeling that maybe you shouldn't light it on fire at the moment. You don't know why.
Is this plant immune to fire? Oh my gosh, I'm suck at this one.
I've played Pokemon
I think that is actually the spider's
I was paying way too much
turn.
attention to my cigars.
It is going to. Yeah, so it's going to step up and try to take a bite out of Janu because he tried to talk shit and I was going to get bit.
Took you get bit.
You can try.
Go after Janu every time, please.
You're not close enough. 17 to hit.
You can succeed.
Damn you.
What's your armor class?
You
16.
need to make a DC 11.
It
con save.
because it adds all that other stuff, right? For me.
Are you wearing light armor?
Yeah, he doesn't have the
Yeah.
armor.
You're
set.
going to take 10 biting damage.
Wait,
Piercing
what do I need to
damage.
roll?
You need to roll a DC 11 con save.
Nope. Wait. Yes. I had an 11 exactly. 4 and 7.
I meet it to win. Meet it to beat it. So yeah, you take 10 piercing damage and you are not poisoned.
Nice.
That's good.
I'll suck it out. Loophole.
Oh no, this combat's gonna get bad.
Basil, what? Say, I think it is your turn now. No, you let us off. I'm losing my mind. It's Norm's
It's yours,
turn.
yeah. It's Norm's.
He is going to run up, and I think is Alistair still holding that one by the head.
Oh yeah, shaking it, ragdoll.
Norm's gonna run up and try to just run a hand through and split it in half. That's not gonna do it. Actually,
Like Terminator 2.
yeah, basically. Well, that's gross. I have a +8 to hit. So that one's gonna hit, and then that's gonna hit. Yeah, it's a Norm runs up to the one, like the almost dead one, and just basically rips it and punches it in half. So that one is now dead and out of the turn order. You further Myconid, the smaller Myconid. It is going to walk up, and you see it tilt its head back, and a cloud of spores start flowing out of its mouth. And it is literally a cloud, and it's 240 feet in every direction.
Darn.
When the cloud kind of comes over you, you can feel it doesn't do any damage, but there is as soon as they come into contact with you, there is a slight, you can, the same thing you've been able to hear them, you can feel there's not necessarily fear, but it is distress, and it is calling for help in this way, and you see it is filling this entire cavern, and it is going back through the tunnel where they came.
Darn.
That is its turn. Let's see if this one does it. The large Myconid slams its fists back into the ground again, but it does not drop another spider.
Okay.
It is your turn, Chase.
He's at the bottom of the round.
I'm sorry. I got you mixed up because we did your held action.
Oh, so my turn?
Yes, now it is your turn.
What's still alive?
One spider, barely, and the two Myconids.
All right.
You are closest to the spider at the moment.
How far are the Myconids?
From where you are, they're probably 30 feet away. You're in melee range with the spider. You are 30 feet away from the Myconids.
Okay. So I'll use my first action to attack the spider.
Mm-hmm.
It's not gonna hit.
What did you roll?
A 9, I think. Hold on. So right now it's at a 10. What would
It does not hit.
I need?
You need a 13. Don't forget the D4 for the bond.
Yeah, that's from.
Can we go back? Never mind. Never mind.
Did you boo-boo something?
No, I was gonna. I should have said, hold your action so I can cast something, but I didn't.
Nope. Okay, that one's not gonna hit. All right. There's my bonus action.
Bonus.
Or,
You just
or
have
my
second
second,
attack.
my second attack.
You use your thing from him?
Yes.
So, before you say that out loud, and before I saw it, so hopefully our DM will take that into consideration. After your first attack missed, Gwen. No, never mind.
Don't do it.
I can't do it.
All right, so this next one will hit. It is an 18, 19,
Yeah, definitely hits.
and then 9.
Yeah, that'll do it. And say that you kill the shit out of the spider as well. Yeah, you think you run back through, miss the first one, just glances off one of the legs, and then I think you just cut this bitch right in half, and it just
Nice.
falls to the ground. So that's yours. I think everybody else is gone. Now it is Basil's turn.
All right. The big Medican's about 30 feet from us now at this point.
Yes.
All right. I'm going to use Neighbor's Gentle Reminder. Choose a creature within range. Target must make a successful Constitution saving throw or suffer excruciating pain for the duration of the spell, which is 1 minute. The target has disadvantage on all ability checks, attack rolls, and saving throws. If the affected target is concentrating on a spell, it must immediately make a concentration check against this caster's DC. 16 Constitution saving throw.
Someone using a
That's
spell?
not gonna do it.
Someone using a spell?
I am.
No. Is one of the creatures using a spell?
No. But it's going to also have disadvantage on saving and attack rolls for the next minute.
That's not gonna do it.
Oh, you got it. You saved?
No.
Okay.
I rolled an 8.
Okay.
Plus 1.
Yeah, so you have disadvantage on all abilities, checks, attack rolls. Knowing that Alice... I will then now cast as bonus action Bardic Inspiration to Ryan. Or to Solon.
Okay.
That's it. It's my turn.
It is your turn then, Solon.
All right, so we got the one spider.
It's his
Wait,
turn.
No,
yeah.
goddamn, sorry. Keep getting Gwen and Solon. This is why I use Roll20 most of the time to help me keep this
Keep
shit in
the
order.
I'll just point.
Yes.
So Gwen, you can see Gwen was about to cast a spell centered near the spider, and then Janu downs and is like, "Well, I guess you don't need my help," and then moves his hands and casts Fairy Fire to get both the Myconids. So they both glow purple. I was gonna give you advantage, and you just murdered the shit out of it without it. So that works. So they both glow purple, and
Both need to make dex save.
yeah, dex saves.
Which is great, because they're not very good at dex. Not
The
quick.
spiders, yes. These, no.
So that's
It's, what's the spell? Or what's the
16.
16? That's a 6. That's a 5. So they are both very bright purple.
All right, and all attacks against them for the next minute have advantage, and they shed light in a 10-foot radius. So Gwen casts that and goes, "Go get him, girl! Go get him!" And then Alistair will be very hungry and, like a moth to a bright light, run straight at the biggest Myconid, or the closest Myconid, I guess.
Moth to a fairy flame.
And advantage. There we go. 22 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do it. For the smaller Myconid?
5 piercing or slashing damage.
Don't forget your
+4.
+4.
That's just to attack, not to damage.
Yeah.
But thank you.
What was the total damage on that again? Sorry.
7.
7.
Or sorry, 5.
5.
It's D4 plus 3.
Okay. Yeah, Alistair takes a chunk out of this thing's leg and it like shakes off and then drops some more spores. It's not very happy. You see it look down at Alistair, and you can see she like kind of like it's this. She's not afraid, but it's like, oh, that was loud, and with no noise happening around them.
Snippy snappy, I'm a proud daddy.
Okay. And I think after that, it is Solon's turn because they both rolled low.
Yep. And okay. So I'm gonna attempt to do Scorching Ray again. Now with advantage though. So hopefully Solon will hit something. Otherwise, he might just be doing saving throw spells for the rest of the game. Okay, we're getting places. Let's do it with advantage. All right. So the first one is 24 to hit. Uh, 27 to hit.
Yes.
Now I need the advantage. Here we go. All right, so that's 23 to hit.
Yeah, you only need 12 there, killer.
Woo!
He's murderer.
So Solon was like, he was really paying attention to his cigar the first time. Then he missed all of them, got pissed off, and like really focused and just like took the cigar out of his mouth and started blasting him.
You went full Hades and smoked it down to the nub in that one shot.
I've got a cigar. Yep, and so let's get these rolling.
That was on the bigger of the two?
Yeah, I'm focusing fire on the big one.
Okay.
That's 14 damage so far, and so 24 damage total.
24 damage total. So, also do me a favor. Roll me a d6.
Okay. Sorry. A 4.
Okay. You do this and you light this mic in it up. After the smoke and the flames kind of settle for a little bit, you see you hit this thing hard enough that it's close to dead. It's still up and it's still swinging, but you don't see any more spiders crawling around on this thing anymore. You see lots of them have curled up on the ground and have kind of turned into dust, but other than that, you don't see any more of those crawling around.
Okay, sweet. And I'm wreathed in flames again.
Okay.
Every time I cast a fire spell.
Is there any opportunity to say something to the Mightykin before it's killed by Janu?
You could try.
I yell out loud, if you come back, bring any more, your entire civilization of Mightykins will be destroyed. Do not come back.
Oh, it raises up and it starts throwing its fists into the ground, like making as much noise as it can.
Yeah.
It's not stopping. This thing is like, for lack of a better term, it's charging.
Okay, yeah. I just wanted to let the rest of the mushrooms know.
Okay.
I was trying to intimidate.
Oh yeah, you should roll. You should roll for intimidation.
Okay, good. Because
You should tell the DM when you're intimidating.
that's what I was trying to intimidate it. 24.
Does nothing. This doesn't phase it at all. You would get the sneaking suspicion that there's no brain. It's just that crazy screech noise.
Okay. So this wasn't the same as the other Mightykins, maybe. There was something messing with them.
I think should be Norm's turn. Norm is actually going to walk up to Alistair. She's still down some hit points, correct?
Yeah. She's at 12 and 19, not including her temporary.
He is going to use... Get off my screen. Where did it go? He's going to use Hand of Healing. So he walks up and just pats Alistair on the head, and she gets 1d4. Pardon me, 1d6 plus 4 health back.
Well, it's 5 minimum.
You get. She gets 10 health points back.
Back up to full. She rubs up against you.
It's this Myconid's turn. It is going to. You're still. You're with like the rest of the group with Janu, correct?
Yeah, I'm further back.
Okay.
Yep.
Actually, what this is gonna this like the larger of the Myconid is gonna do is he's going to pick up a rock and he's gonna huck it at Solon.
Makes sense.
Everyone, now it's time for you to die.
That's a 7. Okay, I thought that was a nat 1. I was about to laugh.
The
Really,
rock
really
was too
hard.
big.
Crushes him.
Stumbles backwards for a little bit.
Seven's not gonna do it. He just grabs it, and chucks it at you, and it's not like he grabbed it and it was too heavy. This thing flew past you. This thing's like light speed past you, but it was more than light. It was like you saw it happen. You went, whoa.
You had PTSD from Ballista.
So this, the second Myconid is going to try to bum rush Janu.
Don't tempt Johnny with a good time.
I don't like it.
A 12 probably ain't gonna do it, huh?
No.
Yeah, this thing is running up to you and it's moving slow. You have enough time when it raises its fist to get out of the way and it slams its fist down and misses. And it is now your turn.
And I get to roll with advantage.
Yes.
All right. That will do. So 20. Well, not 20, just regular 20.
Dirty 20?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll hit.
So I'll attack that one because it's right next to me, just a normal attack. Mm-hmm. And that's going to be a 12.
Okay.
12 damage.
Yeah, this thing, it steps up, tries to take a swing and punches the ground. You sidestep and just straight up Paul Bunyan and it just
So yeah, and so what I'm gonna do is so I'm gonna turn around and cleave it, and when I complete my motion, I'm gonna start running forward until I'm in 20 feet, and when I use my next attack.
yeah. Well, that one's dead.
Yeah, when I get the large one.
Yeah,
right?
you get the large one next.
All right, and that one is going to be a 23,
That'll hit.
and I'm gonna use my
Force damage.
the force one on this one.
Okay.
That one's going to be an 8.
8. Yeah, that is both enough for both of those. They were almost dead anyway. You cut the leg out from underneath one of those, and it falls and hits the ground, and like kind of cracks a little bit. It turns to that like instead it kind of overgrows for a second and then turns to dust. The other one you slice at it, and that force hits it.
So when I do the force, as soon as I do it, I just take my sword.
As soon as it hits the top of the scabbard, that force blow hits this Myconid, and when it hits, it's like the sound of lightning hitting a tree. It just cracks and then falls to the ground. The spores that were hanging in the air, you see start to kind of dissipate and kind of wither away. You hear this noise, and it's not close, but it is. You know that tone where it's so low that you can barely hear it, but you can feel it.
The brown note.
Like, yes. It's basically because you feel the cavern around you shake as the volume on this yell increases. So does Gwen know what Myconids are?
Yeah.
Then obviously I think Solon knows what Myconids are. You know that they almost exclusively speak in like telepathy. This is the same kind of like sound, quote unquote, you'd hear if you were communing with one, but this is a physical, audible noise. noise that's happening, and it is the whole cavern is shaking. All the pools that are around the stronghold are trembling and moving. You can feel the ground around you start to shift slightly, and then it goes quiet. You stand there, and there's no noise or anything, and you see the light that was in the tunnel start to die down slightly and go back to that normal kind of iridescent, like ambient light that was from that bioluminescence. And one of the guys on the top of the wall goes, "I don't fucking like that."
Same here. I think you should get as many archers and spearmen on top of the tower while we help defend, if that's what's about to happen.
Well, to be totally honest, I've never seen them bring spiders like that. So, can we just come back inside for a little bit and talk about what just happened?
Yes,
Yeah,
I definitely have archers and stuff ready just in case. Fire seems to be pretty good against these things.
I'm gonna say this is like a representative of all of us. You can fucking rack at my house. And I think
I appreciate it.
that is where we will call it for the beginning of season 2 of 4 DMs and a Noob.
Yay!